Hello everyone! Today I'm going to explain about Ammonites. The Ammonite scientific name Ammonitea. Now, Ammonites are a subclass of cephalopod mollusks which existed in the seas from the Middle Devonian about 400 million years ago until the late Cretaceous 66 million years ago. Ammonites are excellent fossils, and it is often possible to link the rock layer in which a particular species or genus. Their fossil shells usually take the form of panisparels, although there were some helically spiraled and non-spiraled forms known as heteromorphs. The name Ammonite, from which the scientific term is derived, was inspired by the spiral shape of their fossil shells, which somewhat resemble twilight-colored Rome's arms. Life of Ammonites. Because Ammonites and their close relatives are extinct, little is known about their way of life. Their soft body parts are very rarely preserved in any detail. Nonetheless, much has been worked out by examining ammonite shells and by using models of these shells in water tanks. Many ammonites probably live in the open sea of the ocean seas at the bottom of the sea because their fossils are often found on rocks placed below where no life is found. Many of them, such as Oxynotoceras, are thought to have been good swimmers with flattened discus shape, although some ammonites were less effective swimmers and were likely to have been slow swimming bottom dwellers. The soft body of the creature occupied the largest segments of the shell and the end of the coral. The smaller early segments were rolled off, and the animal could maintain its buoyancy by filling them with gas. Thus, the smaller sections of the coral would have floated above the larger sections. Some ammonites have triangular formation on the hulls. Their size and shape and their presence on both sides of the shells corresponds to the upper and lower jaws. In the test of the bite of a medium size that feeds on ammonites. Basic shell anatomy. Through a hyperosmotic fatigue transport process, the ammonite empty water of the shell chamber. This enables it to control the buoyancy of the shell and thereby rise in the water column. The primary difference between ammonites and nucleolites is runs along the ventral periphery of the septa and camera, while the symphyncle of nucleolites runs more or less through the center of the septa and camera. Soft part anatomy. Beyond attentive insect and possible digestive organs, no soft parts are known at all. They likely bear a radial and beak, and marginal symphyncle and thin arms. They operate by direct development with sexual reproduction, were carnivorous and had a crop for food storage. They are unlikely to have dwelled in fresh, brackish water. Many ammonites were likely filter feeders. Extinction. One reason given for their damage is the Cretaceous ammonites, being closely related to coleoids, have a similar reproductive strategy in which huge numbers of eggs were laid in a single batch at the end of their lifespan. These, along with juvenile ammonites, are thought to have been part of the plankton at the surface of the ocean, where they were killed off by the effect of an impact. I hope you have served the information on the Ammonites, and thanks for watching.